various other things over there, but all the spectators are on one side of the ice. So it will be Hutchinson defending the goal to our left as we look down toward the ice, and it will be David DeRushy defending the goal to our right. And we're at an interesting vantage point here. We are above, well, actually, we're at one end of the bleachers above the restrooms is where we are. And I did sit up here to get out of the crowd. And since there is quite a big crowd, I decided to do it that way. But we're just about ready to start. And it'll be Reggie McDonald out there. He's centering Matt Tolman and Rod Simmons. And at defense, it's Thornhill out there. And he is playing along with Kuzi. No, wait a minute. I guess that is Dodds. Off the face-off, the puck back into the Massena zone. McDonald after it. He's taken out of the play by Hurlbut, and it comes around on the other side, and it's moved out of there. Well, not quite. Comes back into the corner as Mike Quenneville had a little trouble getting it out of the zone. Now Quenneville picks it up, headmans it to Peter Levine. He breaks down the left wing side in the zone, tries to make the move, and he's taken out of the play nicely. It is Kuzior starting on that other defensive position, and Kuzior has the puck. Kuzior now trying to feed it ahead, and it's not quite out of the zone as Simmons does finally manage to carry it out of the zone. Now he's tied up right in front of the Massena bench on the far side of the ice by Todd Tayo. They will face it off, and we have a change as both teams will change lines. Richard Smith line coming out, and it'll be the Eddie Underwood. Underwood out there with Hart and Loran. Smith will be out there with Johnny Hines and Bernie Trickey. And it will be Dodds playing one defensive position, Larry Dodds, and the other will be, we'll have to pick him up here. I guess that is Jerry Sawyer. Yes, that's who it is. Off the face-off, the puck comes, and it's picked up by Manley over to Sidden. Sidden ahead to Underwood. Underwood breaks in on the right side. He's taken out of the play. Back checking to pick it up is Bernie Trickey. Trickey and Hart go together, right side of the goaltender in the OFA zone. No score in the hockey game. We're early. Now the puck dumped again behind the net, and it's picked up there as they move it around, and OFA trying to get it out of there. It's Sawyer. Sawyer loses to Loran. Loran still has it in the OFA zone for Massena. Poke checked away from him. The Blue Devils clear it down ice, and it's going to be an icing call. And that goes against OFA, and that'll move the face-off back the other way as both teams will change up once again. No score in the hockey game. We played a minute and 18 seconds here in period number one. It'll be Thad Janot's line coming out there along with Mike Humel and Jim Ramey, and it'll be Putter Canarium's line out for the Massena Red Raiders. Tad Ward will be one forward, and let's see, it's going to be John Ratty. Ratty coming off a hat trick, his last performance for the Massena Red Raiders. Now it's Hurlbut's shot, and it was deflected off the goaltender, and it hit the side of the net. Now it's behind the net. Racing back to pick it up is Jimmy Ramey for OFA. Tries to clear it out of the zone. Mike Humel, who's up from the JVs, he loses it, and Massena's John Ratty chases it in the corner. Massena has it behind the net now, moving it around. Makes a nice move. He's still got it. He backhands it right in front. Nobody can get a handle for Massena, and finally it's Humel to clear it to center ice. Now the puck into the Massena zone. Humel trying to chase after it. Now Ramey has it. He loses it to Hurlbut. Hurlbut for Massena. Starts to move out left side of the net, ahead to Putter Canarium. Canarium gets around a man across the red line and feeds it in for Tad Ward. Racing back to try and pick it up is Jerry Sawyer. Sawyer clears it around the boards and starts out on the left side. Sawyer breaking down the left wing side, and he is taken out of the play. Well, actually, Sidden tried to throw a check and fell down, and the puck cleared around the boards, kept in at the point by Dodds. Dodds loses to Manley. Manley feeds it to center ice, off the boards. Janot racing back for it. He can't come up with it. Ratty steals from him. Now Todd Tayo steps on the ice and slides the puck into the OFA zone, but racing back for it there is Rod Simmons, and he clears it back to center ice as both teams trying to make some changes here. Now the puck back into the Massena zone. Reggie McDonald with it. He's taken out of the play by Tayo. The puck slides underneath Tayo along the boards, and Todd starts to move it out. Todd has it poke checked away. McDonald steals it. He's in the corner right side in the Massena zone as OFA trying to keep something going. Levine comes up with a pass and feeds it ahead. Now the puck into the zone. Thomas drops for Levine. His shot bounces high in the air off a leg. The puck comes back to Manley at the point. His quick shot goes way wide. Around the boards, back to Sidden, right point. Sidden stops, sets up, shot, and the save is made by goaltender Paul Hutchinson. Now the puck free behind the net. They center right in front, and the Blue Devils defense breaks it up out to center ice. It's picked up by Sidden, who fires it right back in the OFA zone, and Massena will make the line change, or actually they're just going to make a defensive change as Hurlbut and Quenneville come out. Now the puck at center ice, picked up by Peter Levine. Levine backhand pass to Tayo. Tayo has it poke checked away from him and right back to center ice. Now the puck just inside the OFA zone. It's poke checked into the Massena zone. Coming back for it, Todd Tayo. Tayo circles, left side of his own goaltender, starts to move it out. Still no score in the hockey game. We played almost 4 minutes here. Mike Quenneville with a puck across the red line, across the blue line on the backhand. In fact, the save is made by Hutchinson. Puck picked up by Larry Dodds on defense for OFA. Tries to clear it ahead to the blue line, kept in by Hurlbut. He wants shot through a screen, and the save is made once again by Paul Hutchinson. Now the puck kept in by Laran. Laran right in front to Bobby Hart, and Hart couldn't get the shot off as he's knocked down, and it comes back to center ice. And I think we're going to have our first call of the game, and it is going to be a tripping call, and it's going to go against the OFA Blue Devils. So Massena's going to go on the power play, if I'm not mistaken. We'll wait and see what the official is, but that first penalty of the game coming at 4:13 in the period, and it's going to go against OFA for tripping. Let's see who's going to take a seat. Smith. Smith getting the gate for tripping. And so Massena will go on the power play, and they send out their power play unit of Levine centering Tayo and Hurlbut, and it'll be Manley and Sidden back at the points. And Sidden has it, takes it across the blue line, feeds it over to Tayo. Tayo dumps back to the point. Here's Manley with it. Now over to Sidden right side. He wants his shot through a screen, knocked down the puck in the rebound, and it comes back to Sidden. Sidden now brings it into the corner, centering right in front. It goes right on. The goaltender Hutchinson makes the save and holds on, and he will force a face-off. Face-off will be in the OFA zone to the left side. No score in the hockey game. 1:11 left to go on the penalty, 10:29 in period number 1. Off the face-off. The puck in behind the net. Dodds after it. He has trouble with it. Kuzior now can't get it. Tayo has it for Massena. Tayo now feeding it back out to Hurlbut. Hurlbut back to the point. It's Sidden with it, right point. Now into Hurlbut. Jumps over. His stick goes in the corner. Dodds and Tayo after it. Tayo comes up. Centering pass is intercepted by Dodds. He tries to get it. Nice play by Manley to keep it in. Real fine play by Scott Manley. Manley now into the corner, left side of the goaltender, looking to pass. Now he brings it back toward the blue line to Sidden. Sidden winds. His shot goes just wide. The rebound right in the slot, and it's picked up by Hurlbut. The backhand goes wide. Hurlbut follows his own shot into the corner, takes it back to the point. Sidden fakes the shot, goes to Hurlbut in the slot. Now he drops it off the Tayo, right side of the goaltender. Tayo centering right in front, and I think the goaltender Hutchinson got a piece of it, and Levine couldn't come up with it. He follows into the corner. Now Levine tries to go back to the point. His pass is intercepted and fired down the ice by the Blue Devils, and we're down to 16-15 and counting. 9.5 left in the first period. Still no score in the hockey game. 0-0. Now Todd Tayo has a puck poke checked away by McDonald. Here's McDonald, shot, score! And Reggie McDonald gives OFA the lead, a shorthanded goal. That goal coming at 5 minutes and 38 seconds as Reggie McDonald stole the puck from one of the Massena players and scored as he beat Dave DeRushy on the left side, or actually on Dave's right side, the stick side, and it's 1-0 OFA. Should be unassisted. Unassisted, yep. So OFA takes the early lead in this hockey game, a shorthanded goal. 5 seconds left in the Massena penalty, or I should say the Massena power play, and Reggie McDonald beat Dave DeRushy on the stick side, and it's 1-0 OFA. The penalty is up, incidentally, and there's an offsides call, so the face-off will be back out at center ice. 1-0 the score. OFA leads. Canarium out there against McDonald. Off the face-off. Ward trying to come up with it. Swept away from him. Right back on, and DeRushy has to stop it. Now the puck fed up along the boards, kept in at the point. Now it's stolen in front by Mike Quenneville, and Quenneville feeds it to center ice. It's picked up right there, though, for the Blue Devils, and after this, Tolman loses to Quenneville. Quenneville trying to feed it along the boards. He's being forechecked a bit by Simmons, and now Tolman comes up with it in the corner, right side of DeRushy. Stolen away from him by Canarium, ahead to Ratty. John Ratty, nice pass to himself off the boards, but getting back there in time is Thornhill. Now he loses. Canarium shot, and it hits the net as the goaltender, Paul Hutchinson, gloved it and dropped it behind him, and it hit the goal post to his left. And, well, it did not go in. And so the score remains 1-0 in favor of the OFA Blue Devils. 8:31 left to play here, period number 1. Now it's going to be a change out there for Massena as that first line right back out there. Levine, no, wait a minute. We're going to have another penalty on OFA, apparently, in that little fracas. That penalty coming at 6 minutes and 29 seconds. Interference, the call. So the power play unit comes back out there. Levine, Tayo, and Hurlbut up front, and it'll be Sidden and Manley. So Massena with a chance here, another power play, and a chance maybe to get it back, as they gave up a shorthanded goal last time around. Now it's Hurlbut in the corner, left side, feeds it behind the net. It's intercepted, and we're going to have matching minors as a bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net, and I think Peter Levine will be one. And let's see who the OFA player is. It looked like it was Lawrence Kuzior. So that'll change things around a little bit. That coming 10 seconds into the first penalty. So Levine goes off. And Kuzior, probably for roughing. But we'll wait and see what the official is. So it'll be 4-on-3 plus the goaltenders. And off the face-off, Tricky feeds it down the ice. Roughings, I guess, is what the call was. Matching roughing penalties in front of the net. And so we're 4-on-3 plus the goaltenders. Now Tayo on the backhand into the OFA zone. After it is Dodds, and he finds the leverage and clears it back down into the Massena zone. Now they start back again, having a little trouble controlling it, and right back into the zone. Matt Tolman with it, and he feeds it back into the Massena zone. Sidden after it. Poke checks it ahead for Tayo. Tayo circles at the blue line and starts out. Here comes Tayo across the blue line, trying to make his move. Quick shot! And got through the goaltender, and I think that one hit the goalpost as Paul Hutchinson came out and attempted to make the save, but I think he hit the goalpost. So the face-off will be, as the puck went off the ice surface, is going to be just outside the OFA zone. One to nothing, OFA leading. Off the face-off, it comes to Hurlbut, circles at his own blue line. His headman goes to Underwood. Underwood for Loran. Loran into the corner now for Massena, takes it behind the net. Looking for someone to pass it to, feeds it back to Underwood. Underwood takes it behind the net now. He stops, looking for someone to break. It comes right in front. It's intercepted, but kept in nicely by Hurlbut. He winds his shot through a screen, deflected high and up into the ceiling, as that was a blast by Mike Hurlbut, but somebody deflected it in front of the net, and it goes up into the ceiling. And we'll have another face-off from the point that the shot was taken, as Eddie Underwood out there with Loran. He'll take the face-off, and the face-off will be against, I think that's Jimmy Ramey. Off the draw. Puck in the corner, kept in by Quenneville. Quenneville feeds to Loran. His pass intercepted. He gets it back, though. Now tries to feed to Hurlbut, and Hurlbut keeps it in, left side. Now he dumps it behind the net. Loran trying to chase it down. It's cleared once again. Good defensive play by Thornhill. Now the puck comes free. Thornhill tries to find a handle. It's still in the OFA zone as Massena's. Underwood steals right in front of the net. The quick high shot on the short side gets the goaltender, and that's it. And the puck cleared around the sideboards and up to the blue line. Loran tries to keep it in. The puck comes free, and finally the Devils clear it out. The penalty is up, so they've killed that one off. OFA still leading it 1-0. Mike Hurlbut now behind his own net. He circles, looking. He's being forechecked there by Ramey. Now Hurlbut clears it ahead for Hart, drops it back to Hurlbut, and McDonald comes up after it in the corner. Now Quenneville tries to help out. The puck comes to Ramey. He can't control. It's kept in at the point. Shot taken there by, let's see, Larry Dodds. And now it's Hurlbut who takes it to center ice and then clears it into the OFA zone. But the Blue Devils' Mike Humel takes it right back to center ice, feeds it ahead, intercepted by Scott Manley. Manley for Massena in his own zone, back to center ice again. It's picked up by Dodds. Dodds now loses to Hart. Hart in the OFA zone, left side, centering right across the slot. And, well, Ratty was there, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Now Canarium has it. Canarium back to the point. Manley just feeds it into the slot. Nobody home, and Ramey dumps it down into the Massena zone, but it's not going to go quite far enough for icing, as coming back for it is Sidden. Now Tommy Sidden for the Raiders, headman to Tad Ward. Ward across the blue line. Canarium was ahead of the play, and offsides will be called. 1-0, OFA. We're down to 5:31, period number 1. Canarium will take the face-off once more, and he is going to face it off against, let's see, that's McDonald out there again, the number 1 OFA line, McDonald, Simmons, and Tolman. Manley and Sidden are outplaying the points from Massena. Manley has it ahead to Ward, to Canarium as they break down the ice, across the red line, across the blue line, and Canarium dumps to an open wing, but back there to pick it up is Steve Rand. Rand clears it around the corner. It's poke-checked right back to him behind the net. Now racing for it is Simmons. Simmons, who's back checking. He loses the puck to Ratty. It comes free. Simmons picks it up again and clears it to center ice. Right there is Sidden, though, for Massena. Ahead to Ratty. Ratty has it poke checked away. Sidden again feeds it right in the OFA zone. It doesn't go, or somebody must have touched it. Oh, no icing was called. And now the puck's still free. It's Canarium. Centering pass right in front. And that hit the goalpost again. As Tad Ward had a shot from the slot, it hit the goalpost. And here's a chance for OFA, a partial breakaway. But getting back in time to break it up was Hurlbut, as John Hines broke down the left wing side. But, no, excuse me, that was Richard Smith. But I'll tell you, Mike Hurlbut got back in a hurry and broke it up and deflected it. And so the score remains 1-0. So Massena with a real good chance to tie, but Tad Ward's shot, I think, hit both goalposts. Hit one, hit the other, and went out instead of in, which normally is what it does. Now they're doing some repair to the glass, as when Smith came down the left wing side, he got checked into the glass, and apparently he unseated one of the glass panels from its moorings, and so the officials are over there, as well as Jim Pinkerton, who's the AD here, trying to reseat the glass in its proper moorings. And I think they're going to get it. Crowd kind of razzing him a little bit. But there it is. Now the crowd will give Mr. Pinkerton and the officials a big hand there. It's 1-0. And it's OFA in the lead with 4.5 left to play here in the period. Off the face-off, puck back in the Massena zone by Quenneville with it. Quenneville is being forechecked by Smith. Quenneville still has it, goes back again off the boards to Hurlbut on the other side of DeRushy, left side. Ahead it goes to Levine. Levine's pass is intercepted, and right back comes OFA. The shot from just inside the blue line, save made by DeRushy. Now Hurlbut has it. Clears it around the boards for Thomas, back to Hurlbut. Hurlbut starts to move, takes it to center ice. His headman pass is intercepted by Smith. He loses to Hurlbut again. Here comes Hurlbut. Hurlbut's quick shot, just wide. Puck all the way around the boards, back to the point, kept in by Quenneville. Quenneville feeds to Tile right in front, and Thomas was there, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Now the puck cleared to, no it isn't. It's kept in nicely by Levine at the blue line to Tayo. Tayo in the corner, now brings it in the slot, shot, no, he can't get the shot off, as one of the defensemen broke it up. It comes back to Sidden at the point. His shot is sticked aside by the goaltender. Here's another quick shot by Manley at the point. Another save by the goaltender, who is Hutchinson, playing well. Now the puck cleared around behind the net. Massena putting pressure on, but so far they have been unable to get their goal. OFA leads it 1-0 here in the first period. Now the puck back into the Massena zone, and icing will be the call as it was fed from the OFA side of center ice. That'll move the faceoff back into the Blue Devil zone to the left, or to the right rather, of Hutchinson. Paul Hutchinson, who's the backup goaltender normally. But tonight, actually the last couple of games, because Peter Cole has been hurt, he has been playing goal for the Blue Devils, and tonight so far he's played rather well with some help from the goalposts. Now the puck right in front, but cleared into the corner by Mike Humel. Now here's another shot, and I think that one got wide. Loran centering right in front, and Hutchinson is going to fall on top of it. As he saw that puck sliding across in front of him into the slot, he decided to cover up, and we'll have a face-off as Underwood's line is out there. for the Massena Red Raiders, and I think that's Reggie McDonald's line for OFA. McDonald has the goal, an unassisted goal, a shorthanded goal for the Blue Devils of OFA. Off the face-off, Thornhill trying to clear it out, off the boards, and to center ice it goes. Picked up by Sidden at the red line, bangs it off the boards right back into the OFA zone. Racing for it is Kuzior. Kuzior trying to clear it ahead for Humel. Humel has it taken away from him. Thornhill tries to come help out, and now Humel starts out left side. His headman pass is intercepted by Sidden at the Massena blue line. Sidden trying to clear it ahead. It goes to Loran. Loran is met at the blue line by the Blue Devils, and back into the Massena zone it goes, but I don't believe, yes, it is going to go far enough for icing. Icing is the call, and the face-off move back in the OFA zone with 2:31 left to go in the first period, and so far it's the OFA Blue Devils 1, the Massena Red Raiders nothing. Massena giving up a shorthanded goal. That may be the first of those that they've given up this year. Well, let's see. It'll be Putter Canarium's line coming out for Massena. And let's see here. McDonald's line, I believe, will be out there for OFA. Reggie McDonald centering Rod Simmons and Matt Tolman. We have a penalty on Massena. As Scott Manley goes off, so Massena will have to kill off a power play of OFA. I didn't see that penalty. Apparently happened behind the play. Now the Blue Devils with it in the Massena zone. It's Bernie Trickey. Goes back to the point. Trickey has it now. He takes a shot from the slot. It's knocked down by a sprawling Sidden. Now the puck comes free right in front, and it's kept in at the point nicely by McDonald. Here comes McDonald, centering pass right in front, and the shot just wide by Trickey. He had the open net to shoot at and fired it wide. Now Tad Ward dumping it behind the net. Sidden is going to try to tie it up. He does, and we'll have a face-off in the Massena zone on the right side. 51 seconds left in the OFA power play. The penalty to Scott Manley for high sticking, I believe. And it's 1-0. OFA leads, and they're on the power play. 1:52 left to go, first period. Janot will take the face-off now. Tayo out there, along with Levine, to try and kill this off. Sidden and Hurlbut are the 2-point men for Massena. Tayo picks the puck up behind his own net. He's being bothered by Ramey, comes up with it, and can't clear it out of there. Kept in at the point. Here's a shot knocked down by Ramey. It goes into the corner. Ramey and Tayo. Tayo throws a heavy check there. The puck comes free. Hines picks it up, and we're going to have a whistle, and Todd Tayo is going to pick up a penalty, a hit from behind. So Massena will be down 2 men. That penalty coming at the 13:25 mark here in the first period as Tayo will pick up a hit from behind. And that means that Massena has 2 men down. They're 2 men down, 2-man disadvantage. Off the face-off, Levine is out there with Quenville and Hurlbut, and Peter Levine wins the face-off and manages to steer it back into the OFA zone. 25 seconds in the first penalty. Across the blue line, Sawyer loses to Levine, and he finds the hole and dumps it down the length of the ice. So Massena has their work cut out for him now. They're trailing 1-0. And here come the Blue Devils. It's Larry Dodds with it. His shot from the blue line. Now, I don't know why you take a shot like that. Is gloved, and Levine has the puck and, again, fires it down the length of the ice. In fact, it's right on Hutchinson. He has to make the save. He leaves it there for Jimmy Ramey. Ramey starts across the blue line, takes it in on the left wing side, drops it back to the point. One penalty is up. 48 seconds left in the other. Now the puck right in front of the net. Hurlbut breaks it up. The puck goes free. Now back to the point. Here's a shot. That shot taken by Kuzior, knocked down. Puck along the boards. Levine steals again. Peter Levine's done a real good job of killing penalties. 34 seconds in the penalty, 39 in the period, and finally Levine just steers it down the length of the ice. Back there is Kuzior to pick it up for OFA. Now it's Canarium out there forechecking, steals the puck, feeds to Loran. Here's Scotty Loran. He's got a couple of guys on him as Reggie McDonald comes back and takes the puck off his stick and starts out. McDonald's headman is intercepted again by Putter Canarium. Here comes Canarium across the blue line, tries to split the defense. He's knocked down, gets back up, but he can't control the puck. It comes free in front and finally goes behind the net. Kuzior on the backhand around to McDonald. We're down to 7 seconds, and Massena will kill off the penalty. They get their man back, so they manage to kill off a 2-man disadvantage. Now the puck comes to Canarium as the buzzer sounds, and so we've ended a period of play, and the Massena Red Raiders are behind by a score of 1-0. which is, well, rather unusual situation for Massena to find themselves in. But I do want to remind the listeners that when Massena played at Malone, the Red Raiders were behind 1-0 at the end of the first period. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But OFA so far has played very few clubs make the ECAC Division I playoffs and where they're seated. We'll let you know more about that probably on Monday. And they will determine the final seeding by Wednesday morning. Well, the Massena Red Raiders are back on the ice as well. We'll be starting this period with both teams at full and equal strength, as the penalties to Massena were up just before the period ended. It'll be Paul Hutchinson defending the goal now to our right as Dave DeRushy moves down to the other end. He'll be defending the goal to our left. 1-0, OFA leads here after a period of play at the Golden Dome in Ogdensburg. Tile will be out there. He'll be facing it off against Richard Smith. Smith's line out there to start this second period. Smith, Tricky, and Hines, Tile, Levine, and Thomas. Off the face-off, Quenville playing 1 point along with Hurlbut. Fires it into the OFA zone. Tricky trying to come up with it. Levine steals from him, takes it behind the net. Here's Peter Levine for Massena, back to the point. Quenville winds, his shot goes high, knocked down in front, into the net! And no, it's not a goal as Todd Tio steered it in the net, but one of the Massena Red Raiders knocked it down with a high stick, and George Dobbins was right there, right on top of the play. They made a good call. It's no goal, and the face-off moves into Massena zone. Now what happened was on the shot from the point, the puck was knocked down in front of the net. I think it was Peter Levine who did it, but I'm not sure. But it was knocked down with a high stick. And controlling the puck with a high stick is the call. The goal does not count. It's still 1-0 OFA. Off the face-off, a shot right on, save made. That was a weak shot taken by Dodds. Nevertheless, it was right on, and DeRushy has to make the save. Now it's Tile with the puck breaking down the left wing side. Drops it back to Levine. Levine in the slot, down to Tile in the corner. Tile trying to center to Thomas. Puck right in front. And falling on top of it is Paul Hutchinson, as Peter Levine was right there looking to poke it in. And Hutchinson holds on, and we'll have another face-off. We played 35 seconds here. Second period, 1-0 OFA. Massena with a battle on their hands thus far. Off the face-off, here's a shot knocked down in front. Now it's cleared to the corner by the defense. Comes back to the point. Quenville feeds it for Thomas. It's taken by Sawyer. Sawyer has trouble right in front. Tile, quick shot, save. The rebound laying right in front of the net. Levine with it. He can't get the shot off. As the puck comes in the corner, Levine picks it up. He loses to Sawyer. Sawyer around the boards, pinching in his Hurlbut. His shot right on. And the save made by Hutchinson. He lost it, but it went wide. Now Thomas steers for Tile behind the net. Tile being tied up, and Dodds in there to help out. Now comes to Thomas right in front. He can't get the shot off. It's covered up by Hutchinson, as Massena putting all kinds of pressure, but they've done everything but put the puck in the net as the OFA defense is holding firm. It's still 1-0 OFA. 13:55 left to go, period number 2. McDonald's line comes out now for OFA. McDonald, Tolman, and Simmons. It'll be Putter Canarium's line. Canarium, Tad Ward, and John Ratty. Off the face-off, it's Rand clearing the puck around the boards. It's laying there. Finally, Kuzior picks it up. His head-man pass meant for Simmons is intercepted. The puck comes free at the Massena blue line. Now it's poke checked by McDonald into the Massena zone. McDonald has it. He's taken out of the play by Sidden. Canarium back checking, picks it up ahead to Tad Ward, left wing side. Here comes Ward now out of the zone, across the red line, into the zone of OFA across the blue line. Trying to feed Canarium. The play broken up by Simmons. Simmons can't get it out of the zone, kept in by Manley. Now it's Ratty after it. Ratty feeds in the corner. Rand has it, clears it around the boards for Kuzior. Now Kuzior trying to feed Tolman, and Tolman loses it, but coming up with it is Kuzior. Now back to Tolman on the right side. They clear the zone. In fact, it goes down the length of the ice. Nobody touches it at all. Icing will be called, and the face-off will come back in the OFA zone. 13:09. That's what's left to play here, period number 2, and it's 1-0 OFA. Eddie Underwood's line now, out for the Raiders. Underwood, Loran, and Hart. And it is going to be the Richard Smith line out once more for OFA. Smith, Hines, and Tricky. Dodds playing one defensive position, Sawyer the other. And Sawyer has the puck. Starts to move it out right side, trying to clear it ahead. It's intercepted by Underwood. Underwood loses it in the slot. Tricky comes up with it. His head man for Smith. Smith breaking down the left wing side, tries to drop it for Tricky. It's broken up, comes back to the OFA blue line. Now racing for it is Sawyer. Sawyer trying to bang it off the boards. Hart steals it. Here comes Hart behind the net. Centering pass right in front. Nobody there. Hart comes around from the other side. Shoots. The save made by Paul Hutchinson. Now it's Sawyer in the corner. He and Loran try to tie it up. Sawyer comes ahead, clears it out to center ice. Right there is Quenneville. Quenneville over on the other side to Hurlbut. Hurlbut trying to make his moves. Now he loses the puck, has to come back for it. Hurlbut at his own blue line being forechecked. Feeds it ahead for Hart. Hart now drops it for Underwood. Underwood has it poke checked away. It comes back in the Massena zone, and Eddie Underwood for the Raiders clears it ahead for Scotty Loran. Loran's pass to Hart. That is poke checked away, but coming up with it is Hurlbut. Hurlbut throws a wicked check on Sawyer at the blue line, but offsides will be called on Massena, and the face-off will move outside the OFA zone. 12:09 left to go, second period. It's still 1-0 OFA. That goal coming in the first period. In fact, rather early in the first period. It was Reggie McDonald unassisted, a shorthanded goal for OFA at 5:38. Kyle back out there for Massena. He faces off against Janot. Off the face-off, the puck back in the Massena zone. Stopped by DeRushy. He leaves for Manley. Manley around the boards for Levine. Pitching in is Kuzior to keep it in the corner. Kuzior has the puck now, trying to feed it through into the slot, but it's picked up by the Massena Red Raiders as it's Manley. Manley with the puck behind his own net. Now his head man goes to Tayo. Here comes Tayo. He's knocked down, trying to stick it ahead anyway, and following it up is Sidden. Sidden ahead to Thomas across the blue line into the OFA zone. Here's Sidden, side of the net now. Tommy Sidden behind the net, circles right in front. The centering pass is intercepted, and Hummel breaks to center ice. Hummel's pass for Janot is intercepted. Right back comes Massena's Tayo. Tayo trying to get by a check by Hummel, and he can't. He feeds it around, and coming up with it is Ramey. Now the puck stolen at the blue line by Manley. He takes a shot right on. Save is made. The puck back to the blue line, and it's picked up by Janot. Janot trying to feed Ramey on his right wing. That's intercepted. Right back comes Thomas for Massena. Thomas's headman pass. He loses to Janot, gets it back again, comes across the blue line. Thomas still is being tied up by Janot, and finally it's poke check to center ice, picked up by Sidden. Sidden trying to split the defense. Puck gets through. He doesn't, and it's picked up by Kuzior. Now Sidden throws a check. Kuzior coughs up the puck. Thomas centering pass right in front. Score! Canarium! What a play! Massena ties it at 1 as Andy Thomas made a beautiful play in the corner, and Putter Canarium cutting across the slot was the recipient of a pass from Thomas, and Massena ties it. That goal coming at 4 minutes and 15 seconds in the period. Putter Canarium will get the goal, and Andy Thomas will get an assist. There may be another assist to Sidden, but Massena ties it up, and that makes it 1-1 with 10:45 left in the second period. We'll wait on the official. Off the face-off, the puck in the Massena zone, delayed offside being called, but it's cleared by the Raiders out to center ice. Here comes Canarium again across the blue line into the left side. Putter Canarium centering right in front. The shot wide. No other assist. Now here's a shot from the point, and the save is made once again by Hutchinson. Now the puck behind the net. Canarium once more. He's taken out of the play. Tad Ward comes in to help out, but the puck is cleared by Simmons. Around the boards, picked up by Dodds. We have a delay penalty call. It's going to go against Massena, as OFA is controlling the puck and things are still going on. Simmons has it, but Massena's Quenneville stops it. So the Massena Red Raiders pick up a penalty at 5 minutes, or I should say 4 minutes and 59 seconds. As I think that's Hart going off. We'll wait on the official, but I believe that's Hart. Can't really see the penalty boxes from where we are, or at least the players in the penalty box. Here's the official. No, that's Ward, not 4-14. Tripping the call. And so Massena will have to try to kill off a penalty again. Let's see here. Tayo's out there along with Levine, Sidden, and Manley. Dodds has the puck for the Blue Devils in his own zone, tries to feed it ahead to Sawyer. Sawyer just clears into the Massena zone. Sidden after it behind the net. Janot's line out there for OFA. Now Massena finds a leverage and dumps it down the length of the ice. Kuzior back for the Blue Devils. Ahead to Ramey. Ramey loses it. Here's Tayo. He steals the puck. Tayo has it poke checked away, though, and the Blue Devils regain possession. Coming up with it there and out to center ice. Now we have an offsides called on OFA, I believe, and they will make a change, and with 9:21, we're all tied at 1. 9:21 left in the second period. Richard Smith out there now to take the face-off. Smith, Tricky, and Hines will be the forwards. And McDonald has dropped back to play a point with Kuzior on the power play. Out to try to kill it off, Canarium and Hart. Here's Tricky, and he has it poke checked away back to center ice by Bobby Hart. Picked up by McDonald at his own blue line. Manages to get it ahead for Smith. Now the puck stolen again. Here comes Canarium, one-on-one with Kuzior. Gets by him. Here's Canarium in front. Shot. Save. A big one by Hutchinson as Canarium got through somehow. And now Matt Tolman breaks down the right wing side. Tolman trying to feed it ahead, and he tried to hit Richard Smith. Smith couldn't quite catch up with it. Now Smith does. Feeds it back to Tolman about halfway out. Goes to McDonald at the point to Kuzior on the other side. His shot through a screen. DeRushy makes the save. We have a penalty called and a cross-checking call. Who's it on? There's a penalty called right in front of the net. That penalty coming at 6 minutes and 12 seconds, or 11 seconds rather. And that's going to go against the Massena Red Raiders again. And they will be down 2 men as Peter Levine. No, it's Sidden, I guess. Tommy Sidden gets called for cross-check. So Massena picks up their second penalty. 14 seconds left in the first infraction to Ward. And so we'll be down, the Massena Red Raiders will be down by 2 men for the next 14 seconds. We're tied at 1, OFA and Massena here at the Golden Dome in Ogdensburg. Smith will take the face-off against Levine. Smith has the puck, takes it behind the net. Looking for somebody to pass to right in front. Here's Tricky, shot! And I think DeRushy got a pad on it, or somebody knocked it down. And now the puck cleared to center ice by Hurlbut. Hurlbut's out there with Levine and Quenneville. Now Tolman brings it in on the right side. His quick shot. And that's deflected. Smith comes after it, picks it up behind the net for OFA. Here's Smith in the corner now, right side of DeRushy. Back to the point he goes. It's kept in there. Now it goes to Smith. Smith from Sawyer now feeds it to Tolman behind the net. Tolman loses to Hurlbut. Mike Hurlbut made a good defensive play, tries to get it out, kept in by McDonald, quick shot, and the save is made by David DeRushy. Now the Raiders managed to clear it to center ice, and one of the penalties is up, so they managed to kill off the 2-man disadvantage. Now they have another penalty to try and knock down. Hurlbut has the puck now, and he just lifts it high in the air back into the OFA zone. Reggie McDonald back for it for the Blue Devils. About halfway through this hockey game, we're still tied at a goal apiece. Now breaking down the right wing side, it's Sawyer, has it poke checked away, and right back into the OFA zone. 22 seconds and counting left in the penalty. Reggie McDonald has it. McDonald, long headman pass for Kuzior. Kuzior just dumps it into the Massena zone from just outside the blue line. Back for it is Mike Quenneville, clearing it along the boards, trying to get it out of the zone. He does. It slides all the way back into the OFA zone, and Kuzior has to come back with it. 4 seconds left in the penalty, 7:20 in the period. OFA dumps it down the ice. Icing will be called on the Blue Devils as that pass did not connect. And the face-off, as the penalty is just up, will be in the OFA zone. We're all tied at a goal apiece here. Massena and OFA. Final regular season game of the year for both these clubs. Eddie Underwood's line out there. Underwood, Hart, and Loran. Thad Janot out there with Mike Humel. He's up from the JVs, and Jimmy Ramey. Off the face-off. The puck still in the face-off circle. And coming up with is Steve Rand, the defenseman. He can't get it out. It's kept in. Now Loran has it behind the net, centering right in front. Underwood shot. He couldn't get any wood on it, and it's deflected into the corner. Now Humel fighting for it along with Loran and Janot. Underwood comes in to help out and feeds it back into the corner, but Rand comes up with it for OFA, takes it behind his own net, clears it around the boards. It takes a weird bounce right back into the corner. Now Rand tries the other side, ahead to Ramey. Hart steps in there and breaks it up. Now the puck tied up along the boards. We have the whistle, and we're going to have a face-off as some tempers flaring there, as a little pushing and shoving. I don't think anything's going to come of it. Face-off will be in the OFA zone, right side of Paul Hutchinson, the goaltender, with 6:45 left to play here, period number 2. Still tied at 1. Listeners have to excuse me tonight. Have a bit of a cold, so I may sound like I'm talking through my nose or something. But it's a good hockey game, 1-1. Off the face-off, the Raiders break it out to center ice. It's Bernie Tricky. Tricky into the Massena zone. He winds. His shot is deflected high over the net, hits the glass behind. Now it's picked up by Scotty Manley for Massena. Starts out left side of his own goaltender. Manley's long headman pass for Scotty Laurent. Laurent to Underwood. Underwood takes it across the blue line, winds. His shot bounces high in the air. It's deflected, and Tricky after it. Tricky loses. Here's Manley pitching deep in the corner, centering through the slot. Nobody there, comes all the way back to the point, and Laurent keeps it in. For a moment, Hines trying to get it out of there. He does get it to center ice, but the Raiders pick it up right there, and it's taken right back in by Manley. Manley gets by a check, brings it in the corner. Massena making some changes now as Manley just about by himself. Now Laurent comes in to help out, and he picks up the puck. His short side shot. Where is it? As goaltender Paul Hutchinson looked behind him, what happened is on the short side shot by Laurent, the puck got through the pads of Hutchinson, hit the goalpost, and came back underneath him. He had no idea where it was. He looked in the net, it wasn't there, so he had to assume it was underneath him, and that's where it was. So it's still 1-1 with 5:51 left, period number 2. Canarium out there now to take the face-off against Reggie McDonald off the draw. The puck is taken by Rod Simmons ahead to McDonald. McDonald just feeds it from center ice into the Massena zone. Now after it is Simmons on the left side. Simmons trying to leave for McDonald. McDonald has it behind the net along the boards. Ratty intercepts. John starts out right side. His long headman pass to Bobby Hart. Tad Ward crosses the blue line. His shot knocked down by a defenseman. The puck into the corner. After it is Kuzior along with Ward. Ward knocked down, picked up by Canarium behind the net. Canarium running through some traffic there. He's taken into the corner and tied up, and we'll have a face-off as Tolman took Canarium into the boards rather heavily. Thornhill in there to help out as well, and the face-off will be to the left side of goaltender Paul Hutchinson in the OFA zone. 5:21, that's what's left to play here. Second period, still tied at 1 goal apiece. Off the draw, the puck comes to Thornhill, takes it around behind the net. Off the boards, pinching in is Hurlbut. Hurlbut now, he takes it into the corner, right in front, the backhander, and he hit the goal post, and it did not go in again. Now the puck free behind the net, the centering pass, Hurlbut, shot, score! Mike Hurlbut from Andy Thomas, and Massena goes ahead 2-1. A big goal for the Massena Red Raiders. Quick wrist shot by Mike Hurlbut coming at 9 minutes and 55 seconds in the second period. As Hurlbut gets the goal, Andy Thomas will pick up the assist, so Andy Thomas with a couple of assists on the night. And both assists are to people who are not on his line. He assisted Canarium, who had just come off the bench on the first Massena goal, and now it's Hurlbut. He assists. We'll wait and see on the official and see if there's another assist on that one. Now here's Tayo off the faceoff, taking it into the OFA zone. The Raiders leading it 2-1 now. It's the first time they've led in this hockey game, which is unusual. Now with the puck stolen and breaking down the wing is Jerry Sawyer, the defenseman, but it's taken away from him. Now Thomas has it, ahead to Tayo. Tayo in on the right wing side. He stops, looking to pass. Here's the official. Here's Tayo in front. No other assist on that goal. Okay, now it's back to Quenneville's shot, just wide. Now the puck whistles off the boards. Back to Sidden, his shot from the point knocked down. Now the puck comes free in the corner, Tayo after it. Finally, Ramey comes up with it, he can't clear it. Stepping off is Manley, his shot, the backhand, the rebound. Nice save, the rebound again, a beautiful save. 2 dandy saves by Paul Hutchinson, just robbed the Massena Red Raiders. As Scott Manley came in on the right wing side, he shot, got the rebound shot again. Hutchinson stole 2 goals away from Scott Manley, and the score remains Massena 2, OFA 1. So we have seen quite a hockey game here tonight at the Golden Dome, and I have to admit I did not expect much of a game, especially in the fact that Pete Cole, the number 1 OFA goaltender, was out, and so far Hutchinson has played very, very well. Off the face-off, the puck slides all the way back into the Massena zone. As DeRushy way out of the net, he leaves it for Tommy Sidden. Sidden over to Manley. He starts out left side. His headman pass comes to Laurent as Underwood's line out. Here comes Laurent across the blue line to Underwood. Underwood down the right wing side. He's taken out of the play by Tricky. The puck comes free. We have a whistle, and we are going to have an infraction of some sort. Looks like it's going to be a holding call, and it looks like it's going to go against the OFA Blue Devils. It goes against Steve Rand for holding. That penalty coming at 11 minutes and 8 seconds in the period as OFA picks up their first penalty of this second period as Steve Rand goes off for holding. Massena will be on the power play. The Raiders lead it 2-1 with 3:52 left to go, period number 2. So we're going to see Levine centering Hurlbut, and Tayo, Manley, and Sidden will be the point men. Reggie McDonald out there to try to kill it off, along with Matt Tolman, Lawrence Kuzior, and Lawrence Dodds. Here's Manley, his shot just wide off the face-off. And the puck comes back to the blue line, kept in nicely there by Sidden. Now over to Manley. Manley, backhand shot. The save is made by Hutchinson. Manley trying to chase it into the corner. He and McDonald go together. They tie it up, and we'll have a face-off. 1:10 left to go in the penalty. 3:32 left to go second period. 2-1, Massena leading here in the hockey game. McDonald faces off against Levine. Off the draw it comes to Tayo. Drops it back to the point. To Manley, over to Sidden. Sidden, now to Hurlbut, about halfway in. Left side of the goaltender, Hurlbut. Now feeds it to Levine behind the net. Now Levine starts to move it out, back to the point. Sidden, shot through a screen, the save made. Rebound, Levine, his quick shot, knocked down right in front. It goes just wide. Now McDonald, trying to find the leverage, can't get it out. It's kept in by Sidden at the right point. Now over on the other side to Manley. McDonald steps in, intercepts the pass, gets it out of the zone. He and Tolman going down the ice. McDonald loses the stick, feeds it to Tolman, but by that time Massena's back, and coming up with it is Hurlbut. Now Hurlbut loses to Dodds and is fired right back into the Massena zone, picked up by Tommy Sidden. Sidden with it for the Raiders. His long head man goes to Hurlbut. We're down to 25 seconds in the penalty. Sidden with it now, over to Manley. Manley across the red line. Into the zone it goes. To Sidden, right point. He winds his shot, deflected just wide. I think a save was made. The puck comes off the boards, right back in front of the net. Hutchinson falls on top of it, and we'll have a face-off. 14 seconds left in the Massena power play. Massena leads it 2-1. 2:35 left to go here. Second period as Massena and OFA involved in quite a battle here at the Golden Dome in Ogdensburg. Off the face-off. And somebody moved on the face-off, so we'll do it all over again. 12 seconds left now in the penalty. Canarium out there to take the draw. He'll face off against Thad Janot. Off the face-off, here's Ratty. Ratty's backhand shot bounces just wide. Now the puck comes free, side of the net. And it's picked up behind the net by Jerry Sawyer. Sawyer finds the hole, and the penalty time expires, but not before it crossed the line, so icing was not called. Now the puck around the boards as O'Connell is out there for the first time this evening. He has the puck. Clears it to center ice to John Ratty. Ratty takes it across the blue line. Here comes, oh, he made a nice move, but he didn't quite make it through. Now the puck cleared back to center ice by Janot. Now it's O'Connell with it again off the boards ahead to Tad Ward. It's intercepted back to center ice. It goes by Sawyer once more. Now the puck, a big pile up of players in front of the benches, and finally OFA pokes it into the Massena zone, picked up by Quenneville for the Raiders. His long head man pass. There's a delay penalty on OFA as Massena is controlling the puck, but now the whistle blows, and the Blue Devils are going to pick up a penalty, I believe. And the penalized player, tried to get onto the bench, but no, he didn't get away with it. That penalty coming at 13 minutes and 18 seconds. And let's see who that's going to be. I think it's Ramey who gets called for OFA. We'll wait and see what the infraction is. Here it comes. Holding the call on Ramey. So Massena will have power play for almost the remainder of this second period. Raiders are leading at 2-1. More exciting game than I think anyone expected here, including a lot of OFA fans I talked to before the game. Now the face-off. It comes into the zone. Tayo shot. Knocked down right in front. Here's the puck. And finally falling on top of it. No goal. As the puck went in the net, but I do believe that Hutchinson had it long enough. He had it in his glove, the whistle blew, and Tayo poked it out of the glove and in the net, but the whistle had already blown. So that is the second goal that Massena has had called back. Now that may or may not have been a quick whistle, but that doesn't really make any difference. As soon as that whistle blows, the play is dead, and there was no goal scored. It's still 2-1 in favor of Massena. Off the face-off, Sidden with it. Over to Manley. His shot through a screen, knocked down in front. McDonald picks it up for OFA and feeds it down the length of the ice. We're nearing the 1-minute point in the second period. OFA and Massena. Massena leading 2-1. OFA trying to kill off a penalty here. Here comes Sidden. His head man pass goes to Tayo. Tayo gets by some traffic, takes it in the zone. Poke checked away from him. The puck goes behind the net. Kuzior trying to clear it around the boards. Hurlbut steals. He has it. Goes back to the point. Winding. Here's Sidden. Shot through a screen. Oh, that one was just wide. Now the puck all the way on the other side. Manley tries to keep it in. He can't. It comes back to center ice. He has to feed it over to Sidden at the red line. Sidden takes it across. Feeds it ahead. He and Kuzior go after it. Also coming back to help out is Hines. Now Kuzior looking to tie it up, but nobody wants to tie it up with him. Hines picks it up, feeds it around the boards. It's going to come all the way back to Manley at the right point. We're down to 30 seconds left to play here, second period. 18 seconds in a penalty. Here comes Hurlbut into the slot now to Sidden. Back to Hurlbut. His shot goes just wide. Now he and McDonald go together. Sidden comes away with the puck, feeds it to Tayo behind the net. Tayo goes back to the point, and Manley can't keep it in. Actually, it was not a good pass from Tayo, and it goes all the way back in the Massena zone. As the penalty is up right now. We're down to 12 seconds in the period, and now the puck dumped down by Massena, and icing will be called on the Raiders, and that'll move the faceoff back into the Massena zone. 9 seconds left to go in the second period. It's 2-1. Massena leading OFA. A very exciting game here at the Dome in Ogdensburg. Face-off will come to the right side of David DeRushy in the Massena zone. Looks like Matt Tolman's going to take the face-off. And Putter Canarium will take the draw for the Massena Red Raiders. And face-off to the right side of DeRushy. Off the draw, the puck right in front. Oh, a big chance for OFA, and they missed a chance to score right at the end of the second period. Off the face-off, the puck came right in the slot, and DeRushy had gone out to try and knock it down. It got by him, but nobody there for OFA to put it in the net, and so the period ends with the Massena Red Raiders. Here are the saves. So both teams are out on the ice skating around as we get ready to start period number 2. Our next hockey broadcast here on WMSA will be Wednesday from Salmon River in the first round of the Division II playoffs. Now, we're not really sure who Salmon will get. It depends on where they're seated and who ends up in the seed. You know, it depends. If Salmon's number 1, they'll play the lowest seed and so on. But we'll have to let you know, well, Monday, who Salmon will be playing. But that'll be our next broadcast on Wednesday. Then on Thursday from the Massena Arena, the Massena Red Raiders will be hosting either Canton or Lake Placid, depending on who wins Tuesday in the second round. Actually, it'll be the second round of the Section 10 playoffs. We're ready to start the third period. Massena leading at 2-1 off the faceoff. The puck comes to Mike Quenneville. Tiles line out there for the Massena Red Raiders, and for OFA, it's the Janot line. Now the puck back in the Massena zone. Quenneville again for the Raiders. Has it poke checked away, but big Mike Hurlbut comes to help out. He loses his footing, and Quenneville steps in to pick up the puck, clear it around the boards, start to move it ahead. It goes to Levine. Levine to Tayo. Tayo has to wait for Thomas to get back on side as Andy Thomas was across the blue line. Now here's Tayo again. Steps across the blue line, trying to take it through the middle, split the defense. The play broken up by Ramey. It comes back to the point. Quenneville keeps it in. Now the puck comes free, back to center ice, and right back comes Thad Janot. Now a check thrown on him, and the puck jumps off his stick back into the Massena zone. Picking it up is Mike Quenneville. Quenneville's headman to Peter Levine. Levine, right at his own blue line, starts to move it ahead. Here comes Levine. Builds up ahead of steam, follows it into the corner. He takes it behind the net. He's still got it. Now feeding for Tayo about halfway out. It goes back to the point. Manley shot through a screen, knocked down in front. The save made, and the puck comes free behind the net, picked up by Jerry Sawyer. Sawyer around the boards, kept in by Sidden. He tries to fire it through. It's knocked down right in front. The puck goes into the corner. Reggie McDonald after it for OFA. McDonald clearing around the boards, and it comes free to center ice, where it's picked up there by Rod Simmons. Simmons now steers it into the Massena zone. Stopped behind the net by DeRushy. Sidden comes back around the boards. It goes. The puck poke checked away. It comes to Tolman. Tolman to McDonald, feeding it in the slot. Nobody there except Andy Thomas from Massena. He headmans to Tad Ward as Massena makes a change. Ward shot from inside the blue line. Save made by Paul Hutchinson. The puck comes free and up along the boards. as Massena trying to get some pressure on. Here's Manley. He pinches in and feeds it behind the net. Ward's short side shot goes across the goal crease, but no pay dirt, and OFA brings it to center ice. Stopped at the Massena blue line by Tommy Sidden. He tries to feed it ahead for Manley. It goes by everybody, and ice, well, no, they waved the icing off, as they apparently ruled that OFA could have played it. Now the puck comes free. It's Hart shot, the save made, the rebound, Canarium shot, and another big glove save made by Paul Hutchinson as he came up with two dandies right there. And again, he is definitely keeping OFA in this ball game. There's no question about it, as now he's got, well, he had 33 saves going into the third period. He's probably got 35 or 36, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he ends up with 45 or so on the night, maybe more. 12:49 left to play, regulation time, 2-1, Massena leading OFA. Face-off right side of Hutchinson in the Blue Devil zone. Laurent took the draw off the face-off, back to Hurl, but his shot goes off a leg into the corner. Underwood trying to chase it down, feeds it behind the net for Hart. Hart now to Laurent in the corner, right side of the goaltender, Hutchinson. Laurent now back to Hart behind the net. They try to go around on the other side. The pass intercepted. Sawyer trying to clear it ahead, kept in by Quenneville. Quenneville slides it through. It's knocked down and picked up there by Larry Dodds for OFA. Dodds trying to clear it out. He can't. Laurent keeps it in to Hart. Hart centering right in front. Underwood tries to get the shot, but diving out is Paul Hutchinson. And again, he makes a good play, falls on top of it, and we'll have a face-off. Now a few words being said on the left side of the net. I don't know that anything's going to come of it. Well, I better take that back. We're going to have some penalties. Yes, we are. We're going to have matching minors, and for Massena, it's going to be Hart going off. I didn't catch the OFA player. We will in a moment. Time of those penalties will be 2:45 here in the third period. Matching minors, so we'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders. We'll wait on the official. So Peter Levine out to take the face-off against, I think that's McDonald, off the draw. The puck comes, it's steered behind the net by the goaltender Hutchinson. Now the puck picked up, back to the point, Hurlbut for Massena, now feeding over to Quenneville. Here are the officials. Now the shot taken, it's wide. Hit after the whistle, and those are the calls to both players. Now the puck in the Massena zone as the Raiders try to regroup and start out again. The penalized OFA player, and we'll pick him up in just a moment. I'm not really sure who that was. I don't know that I have a 5 on my lineup. I'll have to check with Mike and find out who that is. Face-off will be just outside the OFA zone as Canarium's line out there now. We're down to 50 seconds in the matching minors. And here comes Manley across the blue line into the OFA zone. Now the puck still in the OFA zone. Canarium to Ward at the blue line. He winds his shot. And a nice pad save made. It comes back to the blue line. Now the puck comes free again, Manley. Manley trying to feed it through, gets in the slot. His shot right in front, and another backhand shot. The save made, and a couple of great saves again by Hutchinson. We have a whistle. Incidentally, apparently somebody controlled the puck with a hand. Must have been an OFA player because the face-off will be in the OFA zone. That was Hines, Hines who got called for hit after the whistle. So the face-off will be in the OFA zone. It'll be McDonald against Canarium. Face-off right side. Off the draw. The puck into the corner, now bouncing off, kept in by Manley for Massena. 11:04 and counting left to play here. Now it comes to Ward, back to the point. Here's Sidden's shot through a screen, knocked down, the save made by Hutchinson. He falls on top of it. And again, that puck bouncing around in front, but Hutchinson fell on top of it, broke it up. And we're down to 10:55 left to play here. Period number 3, and it's still 2-1 Massena. Face-off will be left side. McDonald will take the draw against Canarium. No, now it's Todd Tayo out there. Off the draw, the puck. No, it's not in there. Here comes OFA's Bernie Trickey down the right wing side. His quick shot, save made by DeRushy. Puck comes free behind the net. Tricky trying to center it. Hits the side of the net. Drushi can't come up with it. Comes free behind the net. Finally, Tayo comes up with it off the stick of Manley. Brings it to center ice for Massena. Headman goes to Hardy. Takes it across the blue line. Feeds it back for Tayo. The puck comes through the middle. Here's Tayo with it. The backhand shot goes right through. Now here's another shot taken. And that one was fired just wide by Levine on the backhand. McDonald has it for OFA behind the net. Clears it around the boards for Tricky. Tricky trying to get it out. Manley takes a shot, and that hit the goalpost. And Massena has hit more goalposts, and I'll tell you something, they just have not had any luck in putting the puck in the net tonight. Now here's a shot taken. That taken by Hines, who's just stepped out of the box, and now here comes Tayo. Tayo ahead to Thomas, a little bit too far. Cusior intercepts, trying to get it out of the zone. Kept in by Tayo. Tayo back to Levine. Levine at the blue line, and he did manage to keep it in. He feeds it to Tayo in the corner. Now Levine has it and comes in to help out. Levine with a puck, centering right in front for Thomas. His shot just wide. Levine picks it up behind the net once again for Massena. He's taken out of the play by Tricky. The puck underneath Tricky, and we'll have a face-off with 9:41 left to play here, third period, and it's still Massena 2, OFA 1. Face-off, it'll be Thad Janot taking the draw against Eddie. Now, wait a minute, they're going to make a change here again. As, let's see, Rod Simmons, no, they're going to have that first line right back out there again as McDonald steps. He was off the ice for about 10 seconds. He's right back out. And now Stan Moore is going to make a change as well, as he is going to put Putter Canarium's line right back out there. Off the face-off. The puck picked up behind the net by Steve Rand. He clears. It does not get out of the zone. It comes back to Cusior. Cusior over to Rand on the left side once more and out to center ice. It goes to McDonald off the boards into the Massena zone. Derushi stops it behind the net, leaves it for Hurlbut. Here's Hurlbut trying to feed it ahead. Ward comes back to help out. It's stolen by McDonald at the blue line. McDonald into the corner. Meant for Simmons, but it comes to Quenneville. He can't get it out. He gets it back again. It goes to Ratty, back to Quenneville. Quenneville's headman for Tad Ward. Ward is taken out of the play by Cusior, but following it up is Canarium, and he feeds it into the OFA zone. It comes to John Ratty. Ratty can't control it, and back to center ice it goes. Here comes McDonald. His long pass intercepted by Hurlbut. Hurlbut ahead for Canarium across the blue line. Left side, his shot. The save made on the pad, and again, Paul Hutchinson is going to hold on. We're down to 8:50 left to go. Regulation time, third period, 2-1 the score. Massena leads. Face-off this time will be to the right side of Paul Hutchinson in the OFA zone as Richard Smith's line comes out. Now the Eddie Underwood line comes back out on the ice for Massena. Off the face-off, the puck comes to Tricky. Tricky trying to pass it. It goes to Smith, back to Tricky. Here comes Tricky, right wing side. Nice poke check by Manley, breaks it up. Now the puck sitting just inside the zone, picked up there and right back through. A shot taken by Hines, and that one goes right on. The puck behind the net after the save. It's tied up, and we'll have a face-off in the Massena zone, left side. Face-off will be to the left side of David Derushi. Underwood will take the draw against Richard Smith. Underwood is out there along with Hart and Loran. Off the face-off, Hart has the puck, feeds it behind the net for Manley. Manley now trying to poke check it ahead. Tricky gets a piece of it. Here's Tricky. He can't get the shot off. The puck right in front of the net. And now it's steered behind the net. It comes to the side of Derushi, and he puts the big glove on it, covers it up, and we'll have another face-off. 2-1 our score with 8:25 left to go here in the third period. Massena leading in the hockey game. OFA went on top in the first period, 1-0. Massena came back with 2 goals in the second period to take the lead. Thus far, as we near the halfway point of the third period, nobody has been able to score. Off the face-off, Peter Levine. He may have a breakaway. Here comes Levine down the ice, and he's tied up. There's going to be a penalty. Levine gets a shot off. The save is made. The puck comes free right in front of the net, and they're going to score! Todd Tayo! As Peter Levine broke away, he was hauled down from behind. He still managed to get the shot on, and the puck bounced around in front of the net, and goaltender Hutchinson just couldn't find the handle. Todd Tile right there just to poke it in all by himself, and Massena goes ahead, gets that insurance goal, and it's 3-1. That goal coming at 6 minutes and 56 seconds. Tile will get the goal. Peter Levine will pick up an assist. I doubt if there'll be another assist. So it's 3-1 Massena, and the Massena fans, you could hear a collective sigh of relief when that goal went in the net for the Massena Red Raiders. Now here's Levine. That may burst the dams. Let's wait and see. Ahead to Tayo. Tayo across the blue line, tries to make the move. It's poke checked away. Here's the official on the goal. Andy Thomas also picking up an assist on that goal. Now the puck behind the OFA net as they try to clear it. So Thomas is having himself quite a night as he hasn't had an assist on all 3 goals. Now the puck back to center ice as Reggie McDonald takes it in the zone. His shot. DeRushy makes the save through a screen. It's picked up by Hurlbut. Hurlbut clearing it around the boards. It's kept in at the point by Sawyer. He just feeds to an open wing. There to pick it up for Massena is Hurlbut. Hurlbut clears it ahead, trying to get it out of the zone, and it does. Bounces off the boards, goes to center ice. Thornhill dumps it right back into the Massena zone. Now the puck free behind the net. Centering pass comes out in front with Tad Ward there from Massena. Headman to Canarium, and Canarium breaks down the ice 1-on-2. Trying to split the defense. He's taken out of the play, and Sawyer comes up with the puck. Here comes Sawyer breaking down the right wing side for the OFA Blue Devils. He feeds it into the Massena zone, but right there to pick it up is Tommy Siddon. Siddon has it for the Raiders. Stops in front of his own net. Tricky trying to forecheck. Siddon still got it. Now he starts out right side. His headman to putter Canarium. Canarium now to Tad Ward. Ward drops back for Canarium. Canarium shot right on. It's gloved. And the save is made by Paul Hutchinson. 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining to play here. Period number 3. The Massena Red Raiders up by a 3-1 score. But you got to give OFA, especially goaltender Paul Hutchinson, lots of credit. It'll be Canarium taking the face-off in the OFA zone, right side. Off the draw. The puck, Ward, his quick shot knocked down in front by a defenseman, and out to center ice it goes. Here comes Tolman. Tolman centering right in front of the net. DeRushy sticks it into the corner. Tad Ward comes back for it. Ward feeding it up along the boards. McDonald keeping the pressure on. We're down to about 6 minutes left to play here. Now Manley has it. McDonald throws a check. Manley clears it up along the boards for Tad Ward. Ward picking up the puck, looking for somebody to pass to him. OFA putting a lot of forechecking pressure on right now. Here's Siddon. Finally headmans it. It comes to Canarium. Canarium trying to clear it out. It's intercepted by Dodds right back to the Massena blue line. Now here comes Siddon at his own blue line. Starts to move it out from Massena. From the red line, his shot goes right on, and another save for Hutchinson. The Raiders, or I should say the Blue Devils, come back down the ice. We're going to have a penalty right there on Manley, as he is going to be called for tripping, as he got the OFA player Kuziar with a stick, and tripping will be the call, and OFA with a chance to get back in the hockey game as they'll be on the power play. That penalty to Massena coming at, let's see here, 9 minutes and 23 seconds as Manley goes off for tripping. And the face-off will be just inside the Massena zone. 5:37 left to play in the third period. Massena up by 3-1. Much, much closer than anyone expected, especially after OFA got shellacked by Salmon River. Or was it 12-4 or something like that? Off the face-off, the puck cleared to center ice. It's knocked down with a high stick by Sawyer. So we'll face it off back in the OFA zone. Killing off 6 seconds of the penalty. We're down to 1:24 left in the Massena penalty. 5:31 left to play in the third period. It'll be Janot taking the face-off against Tayo. Off the draw. Puck comes to Hines. Hines starts down across the blue line. Hines across the red line, takes it into the Massena zone and just fires it into the corner. Hines tries to follow it down. The puck comes free in front, but right there is Quenneville to clear it to center ice. Sawyer tried to keep it in, but it jumped over his stick. We're down to a minute left in the penalty to the Massena Red Raiders, and icing will be called on OFA as they fed it. Sawyer fed it into the Massena zone from on the other side of the red line. That'll move the face-off right back in the OFA zone once more. 5:09, that's what's left to play. Just about a minute left in the power play for the OFA Blue Devils. Massena leading at 3-1 big goal by Todd Tayo to give the Raiders some breathing room. Tayo from Levine and Thomas. That goal coming at 6:56 of the third period, and that made it 3-1. Levine will take the face-off. Off the draw, it comes back to the point. Quenneville, he just feeds it in the corner as Massena trying to waste some time and kill off this penalty. Now it's Reggie McDonald. Headman pass goes to Tolman, who just feeds it in the corner Massena zone. Stopped by DeRushy behind the net. He leaves it for Quenneville. Quenneville loses to Tricky. Here's Bernie Tricky trying to center it. Tricky's got it. Tries to go back to the point. It's intercepted by Hurlbut, and Mike levels it down the ice, and it stops behind the OFA net, and again McDonald comes back for it, and we're down to 30 seconds in the OFA penalty. Long headman pass comes to center ice. Tolman with it. Here comes Tolman, steps across the blue line, poke checked away from him. Canarium steals and feeds it back into the OFA zone, and again it's McDonald with 18 seconds and counting left in the penalty. Now Canarium steals the puck again at the red line, feeds it back in the OFA zone. Thornhill trying to poke check it ahead. It goes into the Massena zone. Hurlbut back for it for Massena behind his own net. Now clears it to Ward along the board. She's got clear sailing, takes it to center ice and takes it in the zone and just lifts it into the air behind the OFA net again. The penalty is up, and Massena back to full strength with 3:59 left to play. Now a check thrown there by Tom Sidden as he knocked Tolman down. The puck comes free and slides into the Massena zone. Racing back for it is Scott Manley. Here's Manley coming out right side of his own net. Manley trying to dump it ahead. That's meant for Ratty. Ratty tries to chase it down. He comes up with it. Takes it right in front. The backhand shot is deflected just over the net. Canarium follows it into the corner. Back to the pass it goes. Here's a shot by Manley just wide from the blue line. Now the puck comes back to Sidden at the point. He tries to keep it in. He does. Finally, it's out to center ice and right back into the zone. Here comes Thad Janot for OFA looking to center it. Janot has it in the Massena zone, but his pass is poke checked away. Nice defensive play made by, let's see, that is Hart. Now it's Manley with a puck in his own zone. Clears it ahead for John Ratty. Ratty breaking in on the right wing side. He's going to take the shot. The save made, and another big save. No, did it go in the net? No, it didn't. And it did go in the net, but it had been blown dead again. So Massena puts another one in the net that doesn't count. But that one was definitely underneath Hutchinson's pads way long enough. And so it's still 3-1. 3:05 left to play here in the third period. The shots on net are going to be amazing when this one is through, I'm sure. We'll see what the saves are in the third period. But Hutchinson's been a lot busier than David DeRushy has. Now here's Eddie Underwood to Hart. He shoots and he scores. But it wasn't Hart who scored. It was Underwood on the rebound, as it was quite a pass play as Massena goes up 4-1. And the red light came in on Hart's shot, but the save was made in a dandy by Hutchinson. Underwood right there to put it in, though. So Massena goes up by a 4-1 count. That goal coming at 12 minutes and 1 second in the third period. So Underwood gets the goal. Hart will get an assist. We'll wait on the other assist. There should have been another assist, probably Loran, but we'll see. Loran has the puck for Massena. 2:45 and counting. That's all that's left. Looks like Massena is going to win this hockey game. Now the puck in the OFA zone. Loran trying to center it right in front. And it's back to the blue line. Here's the official. Yeah, Scott Loran did pick up the other assist. So the line gets the goal, and that's Massena's fourth goal. And that puts the game on ice for the Red Raiders. But they had to work for this game tonight. Very good goaltending performance by Hutchinson. Not quite over yet, but the crowd certainly thinks it is as they file out here. Here comes Mike Quenneville. His headman goes to David Romeo. First time we've seen this line out here, Romeo, Sidden, and Puente. And the puck cleared by OFA down the length of the ice. And icing has been waved off. Somebody touched it on the way through. Here's Hurlbut with the puck now. Loses it right in front of the net as McDonald forechecking. McDonald still has the puck somehow. Boy, he can move with that. He's quite a player. Now the puck over on the other side. Here's the shot right in front. A big chance for Tolman, and the save made by DeRushy. Now Tolman has it behind the net. Tries to feed it. It gets tied up in the mesh, and we'll have a face-off with 1:33 left to play here in the third period. 4-1 the score. Massena is ahead with 1:33 left, and they're going to win this hockey game and end up with only one loss on the year. which makes them, what, 16-1 on the season. And they'll go in the playoffs with a game next Thursday against either Canton or Lake Placid with a record on the year of 16-1. Tayo will take the face-off against McDonald. Off the draw, here comes Tayo. A minute and a half left in the hockey game. Tayo across the blue line, into the corner. He and McDonald tie it up, and we'll have another face-off. 4-1, Massena leads here with 1:23 left to go in the hockey game. So the Raiders are going to win this one, but I'll tell you, it was in doubt until near the end of the game, although the shots on net are going to be quite lopsided when we get the totals. Tayo will take the face-off again, this time against Thad Janot. Tell you, for a backup goaltender, this Hutchinson played pretty well tonight. Off the face-off, comes back to Auer, who's out playing the point for the first time. Auer feeds it through to Thomas. His shot, save again, a nice one by Paul Hutchinson. Now the puck is O'Connell, tries to keep it in. He can't. We're down to 1:10 as Janot takes it in the blue line. Janot centering pass, and that was meant for Hines, but it was behind him. Tayo picks it up. Here comes Tayo across the blue line, looking to feed Levine. Here's Tayo in the corner. He's still got the puck behind the net. Centering pass intercepted by Kuzior. Kuzior tries to feed it out. It goes against Tayo's leg. He drops it back to Auer at the point. He winds. His shot goes way wide. Now the puck around on the other side as O'Connell pinches in, keeps it in momentarily, and it's still in the zone as it goes free behind the net as Janot couldn't get it out. Now racing back to pick it up is Jerry Sawyer for OFA, his head man for Thad Janot. Janot feeding it ahead to Hines. Hines just dumps it in the Massena zone. We're down to 30 seconds in the hockey game. Mike Auer with it for the Red Raiders. Ahead to Tayo. Here comes Todd Tayo breaking down the left wing side. He drops it back for Levine. Levine shot! Nice save made. The puck right down in front. Now it's steered into the corner by Tayo, feeding it through and around the boards with 14 seconds left. Manley pinches in to keep it in the zone. Now OFA trying to get it out of there. It comes to Sawyer. Sawyer takes it to center ice. We're down to 5 seconds left. Now the puck free along the boards. Tayo throws a check. Now it's into the Massena zone as the buzzer sounds. And the Massena Red Raiders make it 16-1 on the season as they defeat the OFA Blue Devils by a score of 4-1. We're going to wait on the official saves, which I'm sure will be interesting. I certainly hope they announce them in the third period. Here they are. "17 saves in that third period for the OFA goaltender Hutchinson. That's incredible, as he did let in 4 goals. So the total for Dave DeRushy of Massena, he had a game total saves of 12, which means 13 shots on net for OFA. On the other side of the ledger, 17 saves in that third period for Hutchinson, and that gives him a game total of 50 saves. Massena had 54 shots on net in the hockey game. So the shots on net were 54-13. The saves for DeRushy 12, for Paul Hutchinson 50. But the scoreboard read Massena 4, OFA 1. Quite a hockey game. In the third period, Massena got the breather goal at 6:56. Todd Tayo from Peter Levine and Andy Thomas. Thomas picking up his 3rd assist on that one. And then the insurance goal at 12:01, Eddie Underwood from Bobby Hart and Scott Loran to wrap up the scoring. And again, each goal was scored by a different player for Massena.